Beardo Benjo.
You know, they don't make VR games like this anymore. You might be thinking that's a strange statement to open a video with. You might be thinking I sound like a crusty old man. You know, oh, VR games, they were better back in my day. But there's kind of no ignoring the fact that modern VR games, the stuff that's come out in 2020, 2021, 2022, and maybe 2023, feel incredibly different to those games that came out in the 2016 through 2019 era. Now obviously, tech and development practices and the things we've learned in the past should be influencing the decisions made in the games that are coming out now. But there feels like a magic that's been lost. I'm not talking about the way that developers are approaching making the games, but I'm talking about the way the games feel to play. Modern day VR games feel a little bit less magic than the stuff that was coming out between 2016 and 2019. Games like Defector, Edge of Nowhere, Wilson's Heart, Lone Echo, Apex, Contruct, Stormland, and Robo Recall. Now I'm sure most of you have seen Robo Recall. I'm not exactly breaking any new ground today by showing off this game. It came out in 2017, I'm sure the majority of people have played it. But there are a ton of new VR players who are onboarded between 2020 and 2022 who probably haven't experienced a lot of these early 2016 to 2019 VR games. And I would massively encourage all of you to go and check out some of these games because I'm interested to know if you can feel that kind of magic that existed in some of these early games that kind of isn't there in the more modern games. Now as I go through this video today and showcase some gameplay, I will explain why I feel like the magic has kind of disappeared from some of these new games, and there are new games that do still capture that early VR magic. I think a lot of it is to do with the gameplay mechanics. Robo Recall feels like a game that is only made possible in VR. Catching bullets mid-air, throwing them back at your enemies, ripping robots limb from limb, literally grabbing them and tearing their heads off, then using that head to throw it at another robot, then picking up that robot to throw it into the air and shooting it with your guns to juggle it. It's all things that feel very possible within VR, and modern VR games feel like they could be flat games. Let's jump into some Robo Recall gameplay. Now I am playing today with the smooth Locomotion mod on PC. I think it's an absolute game changer. The game is normally only teleport movement, but if you add this mod, and there are tons of mods for this game, including lightsabers and all kinds of crazy things, the smooth Locomotion just makes it still to this day an absolutely essential VR game, and it's a lot of fun. Let's jump into Robo Rabble and tear some robots limb from limb and talk about how VR games feel now compared to how they felt back in the good old days.
Welcome to Old Town, Agent
Okie
34.
dokie.
We
Right.
want you to pacify this area.
Now I'm not going to talk too much during this level about why I think VR games have changed so much. I'm just going to enjoy, and hopefully you will too. Oh my good god. Come here, you. Give me your head. Shut up. Shotgun. You cheeky rope. This game never gets dull. It never gets dull. I've been playing it since 2017. That is the mark of a good game. Where are you going? Seriously, where are you going? No, it's not good. Oh, he's dead. It's okay. Come on. Oh, shoot me. Catch that bullet. You can have that. In your knee. Give me your bullets. Like, you don't get stuff like this in VR games anymore. It's so weird. Okay, right. Let's go into there.
Recall as many as you can.
Here they come. They're jumping down off of the rooftops. It looks so good still as well. Now, I am playing this on 2 times normal pixel density. So yeah, things look super sharp in here. But even playing it on like normal or low, it's such a good looking game. The lighting's so nice still. What are you doing? You alright, mate? You alright? You're doing okay? Give me that. Give me that. Throw that at you. Oi, come back here. Oh shit. Ah! Like, just look at the environments. Look at the... Just everything about it just looks so nice. All this kind of reflections. And it's, what, it's almost 6 years old now? Oh, sugar. Thank you. Can I have that? Oh yeah, I can, thanks. Whoa! See you later, bozo. Right, I love these little things. Come here, you. Right, throw it at you. Gimme. These are like little bombs. Like, they're not really a threat. You just kind of pick them up and throw them at each other. Oh, man. Come here, you. My aim is terrible. Ah, nice. Give me. Thank you. What the flipping heck? Far too close. No. Come here. Like, I would buy a Robo Recall 2. Like, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even think about it. Like, if they made this again now, with even more diverse levels, a proper campaign to work through, I'd be all over it. Oh, that's a lot of bullets. What if I throw that at you? If I throw that head? Oh no, I'm just throwing random things now, right in his knee. Okay, can I throw you at you? There we go, that'll do it.
You should move soon.
Hello, sir. I was playing this just a couple of days ago, and it kind of spurred me on to make this video, because every time I revisit one of these 2016 to 2019 era VR games, I'm just so shocked at how fresh they still feel and how fun they are. And when you look at a lot of the VR games that are coming out now, it's strange to me that they've kind of opted for a more flat screen game approach. I'll speak about it more in a sec. I have some theories, but... Hello, flying robot. Oh no, not rocket launchers. Mate. Oh, hello. You're here already. What the? Don't have that back, idiot. Right. Return to sender. Have that. Give me a missile right now. Thank you. Oh, who's shooting me? You? Have a missile. Oh god, I didn't get his bullet. I got my gun. Oh, I hit. See, stuff like that's so cool. Like you. Now you can get this game on Quest as well. It isn't quite as good on Quest, and I don't believe the mods work either. Like, I don't think you can get any of the modding support. And the smooth locomotion mod really makes a massive difference to this game. It's still completely playable without it. But I just think it takes it to another level. It actually feels a bit more like, kind of like a Doom, like a Doom Eternal with robots, like with how fast it is, and how you can rip the robots limb from limb. It does feel like it's got more in common with a Doom game, a modern Doom game, than anything else. Beep! Oh, I love seeing that. It looks so cool. Defend the Robo Relay. Gladly. I gladly will. Oh my god, are they coming straight at me? I must be able to juggle one of these guys. Come on now. Right. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, that wasn't great. That wasn't great, but it'll do. What? What are you doing? Get off my roof. Are you dead? No, he's not dead. He's dead now. Come to me. Okay, maybe not. Oh, sugar. No. Get off my roof. Ah! Uh-oh. No. Oh, you little bugger. You little bugger. Where is he gone? Where's he gone? No. Uh-oh. Stop. Stop. Come here. Just die. And the game has like 9 levels to work through. I think you can get through the campaign pretty quickly. Couple of hours maybe. But it's built to be replayed multiple times. Come on now. Get off my roof. Flipping heck. Yeah, it's built to be replayed multiple times because you can unlock loads of extra stuff for each of the guns, like attachments and... Oh, no. Attachments and add-ons. Stop this. Whoa. Imagine a Transformers game like this. And that's kind of what I'm getting at here. We had a Transformers game fairly recently for VR. And I don't hear anyone talk about it. It came out, I believe, only for PSVR. And that's it. It's done now. And it was an on-the-rails shooter. And can you imagine if it was something like this, with this level of polish and thought behind the gameplay design? Oh. I know they are. I know they're damaging the Robo Relay. Stop telling me things that I already know. Come. Oh, you shit. I think I'm done. I think I'm done.
3, 2,
Ah.
1.
Boom! Boom!
Activated. Pacification sequence initiated.
Wait, you doing it? Have I done it? I did it. Thank God for that.
Good work, Agent 30. Return to the office, please.
I will! Like, so we had a Transformers game recently, and I'm not saying every game needs to be like a kind of a deep, story-driven VR experience with kind of crazy mechanics and stuff. But the Transformers game was an arcade shooter, but they opted to make it an on-the-rails arcade shooter, and it's kind of just super forgettable, whereas it could have been something like this with small open-world areas that you can kind of traverse through. Look, old Oculus controllers, that's hilarious. That you can traverse through, chain combos, fight Decepticons. It could have been something really special if they'd really thought about the ways in which they put that game together, and maybe even played some of these older games to get some inspiration from, because it feels like a lot of these modern VR games are just taking inspiration from flat screen games, and I'm not sure why that is. Let's file some reports. Now, the smooth locomotion mod doesn't work for your little kind of hub area, so you still have to use the teleportation. This is what the game normally has. It's a weird system. You pull the stick back or forward, and you get the kind of line where you're going to go, and you can put it anywhere, and you spin the stick, and that will be what kind of direction you're facing. So if we go there and put the stick to the right, I'll be facing that way when I go there. See what I'm saying? It comes over and points me that way. We can go here and we can just practice ripping arms off of robots. But like, these mechanics, they don't work in a flat screen game. You know, I can pick up a robot by that middle handle, grab its head, pull it off. It's so simplistic, but it's so specific to VR. It's such a unique feeling thing that you kind of can't do in a flat screen game. But when was the last time you played a modern VR game that kind of had anything like this? Now, there are a few exceptions to the rule. Like, there's still some games coming out that I think the reason they get so highly praised is because they're still working with these kind of mindsets. They're still thinking about approaching the game as a VR experience. Games like Bone Lab, Boneworks, Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, they really understand what makes VR exciting. And it is things like, you know, grabbing a zombie's head to stabilize it, plunging that knife in. It doesn't always have to be violent, but, you know, it kind of helps. Now, whilst I've been playing this, I keep thinking about the upcoming co-op VR shooter, Gambit. Now, Gambit and Robo Recall actually share a lot of similarities. They're both FPSs, they're both VR shooters, and they approach that particular genre in a very similar way. They're both trying to create a arcadey, frantic, replayable, score-based shooter experience, and they both take place in kind of these semi-open world map environments where you can explore around, but you are being funneled towards your next fight. So if you look at them both side by side, they're actually very, very similar. However, I've played quite a bit of Gambit on the Quest 2, I haven't seen the PC VR version, and now I'm coming back to this, and I'm remembering that this was fun and frantic, and I can grab the enemies, and I can pull them apart, and there's so many mechanics which are so VR-centric. And then I go back to Gambit, and it feels like a fairly run-of-the-mill shooter. You know, why can't I do things like grab an enemy by his arm, swing him round, throw him at another enemy? Why are the enemies just coming out at me and I'm just shooting them like a shooting range? And I'm not throwing shade specifically at Gambit. There are a lot of VR shooters now that have more in common with flat screen FPSs than with something like this that tries to immerse you in the world and give you different ways to dispatch the enemies, which wouldn't necessarily be possible in a flat screen game because I have a physical body that I can move around. They are far more physical. Come here, you. Yeah! And your arm. Yeah! And you know what? Your leg as well. Let's have it all. Take it all off, mate. That's it. Brilliant. Look at him now. Nothing left. Nothing left. Where's that gone? Woo! Hello, boys. Now, yeah, Robo Recall isn't going to change your life. It's not like the best VR game ever. But I do feel it's important for people who might have onboarded into VR over the last couple of years to come back and check out some of these older games, because I think they more accurately, in many ways, portray what VR gaming is capable of. There are still great new games. I'm not here to say that new VR gaming is crap or anything like that. That's not the point of this video. But what I am saying is it feels very different. It feels very, very different now versus how it felt back in 2017 through 2019. Things felt exciting. Things felt, come here. Thank you.
Please remove all
I didn't blow him up. Oh no. Oh, he blew up now. Here they come. Honestly, that never gets old as well. Seeing them do the little jumping between the rooftops is so cool. Alright, recall 20 or more bots. Easy. 2 minutes to kill 20 bots. That is a piece of piss. Get down here off the roof. Hello. Oh, he's juggling already. There we go. See you later. Oh, yeah, things just felt more exciting back in 2017 through 2019. Take that. People felt more inclined to experiment. Feels like a lot of these devs now are playing it safe, and a lot of them are still making amazing things. I can't emphasize enough, I'm not throwing shade at any of the modern VR developers, because they're making great games still, and I've played a lot of stuff over the last couple of years that I really enjoyed. But, oh, it's empty! But, it doesn't feel like these games did. At all. It's so rare that we get a VR game now where I think, okay, that's really utilising all of the mechanics and gameplay systems that make VR so special. Oftentimes they just feel like it's a shooter. And it isn't necessarily a shooter that's kind of built with VR in mind, it's just a shooter. I love that they all do like kind of superhero landings in this as well.
60 seconds remaining.
Have I got them enough yet? Oh god. Give me bullets, give me bullets. Have I got a bullet? No, give me a bullet, give me a bullet. There's one. Take that. Oh, that was rubbish. Whoa! Bugger off you! It's just fun! It's just exciting, it's replayable, it utilises so many cool VR mechanics, things that would not be possible in a flat screen game. I want to see more of this. I want to see more of this carefree innovation. But maybe the games were like this back then because they were more comfortable to experiment. They thought VR was maybe going to be this huge investment, the thing that's going to make tons of money, and they pumped a lot more money into the production of the games and really spent time making them look incredible, making them play incredible, making sure the systems made sense. And now that we have a more clear-cut idea of what VR games can make in terms of their monetary return, they've scaled that back a bit maybe. Maybe they've reined in some of that free, fun experimentation to make things, one, more accessible, and two, more viable, you know? Keep the costs of creating the product down to ensure that it makes the biggest return when it releases. It's all speculation. It's all speculation. I pressed the wrong button there. You need to reactivate teleport when you do these. Something large heading my way. Oh, hello. You are quite large. How's it going, son? I'm going to shoot you loads and loads and loads. I'm just never going to stop shooting you. Shit, that is a laser. Yeah, I thought you might want to be shoot those little glowing bits. I love a glowy weak spot. My favourite. Oh, bugger. What if I do this? Oh, I missed. That does nothing. It does nothing if you miss. It does something if you hit, though. Oh, you can fly as well. You're like Hulkbuster, but way cooler. Actually, Hulkbuster's probably cooler. I really like as well that when you're in these alleyways, it's kind of dark, and as you come out into the light, you get that kind of bloom, and the lighting changes. Give me guns! There's robots coming! Bloody heck, what are you doing, mate? Hello? Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. There's something really wondrous about this. I think I'll always return to these games from this era. Wilson's Heart, as I say, one of the best. Lone Echo, Stormland. Defector's great, if a little underbaked. There's so many gems from this period of VR's life cycle that I just think everyone should experience. And if you haven't experienced them, please do check them out. As I say, you can get this game on Quest. If you're only a Quest user, you can get this on the Quest, but you do have to put up with graphics that kind of aren't quite as nice. And you do have to live with the... You do have to live with the teleport movement style. I don't think you can mod the Quest version. I'm actually pretty certain you can't. But I would still urge you to check it out. Hello, small, fast boy. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, where's the tether? Stop this. Let's just shoot with the shotgun. That's the right thing to do, right? Oh, come here, you. There we go. His legs are gone. Fantastic. I love the city. I just love the way it looks. It looks so nice. So nice. Right, you. Come here. I'm going to throw you at that small one. That's the best way to deal with them. Come here, you. I'm going to throw you as well, just in case. Come here. Ah, there we go. Just throw at them. Or pull them apart. There we go. Die! 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 Oh! Oh, hello. Nice. Whoa! Nice. Imagine a Matrix game that had like kind of these mechanics. Holy shit, that would be so cool. Why don't we have a Matrix VR game? Why don't we have that? Where I'm like dodging bullets and... Oh god, what are you doing? Stop that. Stop doing things to me. We're not dodging bullets and, you know, using crazy like kung fu things like running on the walls. That was kind of cool. That kind of demonstrated exactly what I want from a Matrix game. Why don't we have that? I guess because no one wants to invest that kind of money into buying that IP. Maybe the IP isn't available, but it just makes sense. We should have a Matrix game at this point. We really should. That's too many. You've sent too many robots. Right, 25 robots. Let's kill 25 robots. Right, I'm going to leave it here. This isn't meant to be a long video. It's not even meant to be a negative video. There are still fantastic VR games coming out each and every week, and I love what VR developers are creating right now. I just wanted to ask, why? Why do they feel quite so different to how they felt back in the day? And you'd feel like, I would feel like, surely they would learn from these games and feel similar to them, whilst also improving upon some of these mechanics. But that kind of isn't the case. They've kind of abandoned a lot of the mechanics. It feels like a lot of these kind of shooters especially have less VR-centric interactions than they used to. Give me my other pistol. I don't like the big ones. Go, 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 go. Oh, you shit. Come here. There we go. Hurry up and die. I need to kill 20 bloody more robots. You can't just take up all the time. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, he's dead. Right, here we go. 60 seconds to kill. How many robots? Lots. Okay. Let's just focus on doing that then. One. That is an insane juggle. That was too much. He didn't deserve that. Poor little robot. Oh, I'd love an iRobot game as well with these exact mechanics. There's so many VR games I want that just don't exist. Come here, you. Oh, hello. Whee! Let's just shoot him dead. Sometimes that's the easiest thing to do. Whoa, that was a lot. How many have we got? Two more, 10 seconds, 2 more, 10 seconds.
5,
No!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Did I get it?
You recalled enough products.
Oh! Okay, I'm leaving it here. Let me just emphasize one more time. I am not throwing shade at any of the current VR developers or publishers. I love them all. I love that they're still here. I love that they're doing work in this industry to give us fantastic products to play. And so many of them are fantastic. But I just wanted to point out, they feel very different. And not necessarily always in a good way. They feel a little bit more refined, but also a little bit less inclined to experiment and implement mechanics and systems that made these early VR games so much fun. There are still a lot of great VR games coming out that are more than worthy of your time, and there are still VR developers who do like to experiment and innovate. Games like Pistol Whip jump to mind, games like Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, Bone Lab, Boneworks. There are a lot of great games. Wanderer was a very good game that came out, I think it was 2021, might have even been this year, might be 2022, but it feels like it captures some of that early VR spark, that early VR magic. Hope you enjoyed this video today. Please do engage in the comments down below. Like, let's have a conversation about it. Have you played this game? Have you played any of those older VR games that kind of really paved the way? Let me know what you think. Why do you think games now feel a little bit more restricted, restrained, and I guess more akin to a flat screen experience? Far less VR mechanics, far less experimentation, I would say. Let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to hear your reasonings. I'm sure a lot of people are going to say Quest 2 is at fault, but I'm ready to have those conversations, and I'd like to have those conversations. Right, I'm going to shoot like one more robot. I just love shooting these robots. Come on, mate. In you go. Oh, hello, little speedy boy. Do you want to go in there? In you go. Very nice. Come here. Come here, you. That's it. Right, into my little tornado, please. Thank you. And you, in there. Brilliant. Anyone else? Oh, don't shoot me. In we go. How many do I need? 15. Easy. Yeah, you're not going anywhere, son. You're not going anywhere. That's great. It's like being a futuristic trash collecting man. Oh, shit, he fell off the roof. just running around picking up trash, throwing it in my futuristic trash can. Did that guy have a shield behind me a minute ago? Hello? What have you got a shield for? What's the shield about? Hey! Oh, bugger, I can't grab him. I can't quite grab him. No, he doesn't want to be grabbed. You do, though. Oh, you know what? I'm sick of you. That's what you get.
It's time to
Get in there.
34.
Oh,
Only 10 more seconds.
get off the roof.